Let's take a look at the differences between tough men in Britain and America. Wake up in the morning, a single person, with a girl by my side. Johnson beat 7 or 8 raw eggs. Jason arranged to butter fried eggs in a leisurely manner. Johnson 2 spoons of protein powder for dessert. Jason just finished a delicate English breakfast. Johnson travel, a pickup truck with Jason driving 07, standard Aston Martin. Half an hour later, Johnson is already sweating profusely. Jason is still making handmade coffee while working on iron. However, at this moment, both of them received a call at the same time. They were found on the same mission. This woman's name is Hardy, top secret agent. During the process of acquiring a virus weapon, he monopolized this virus, and killed all the other agents from the squad. Now the CIA wants them to collaborate. Find Hardy. The two of them had a long argument. 1 shot, 2 scattered shots. Johnson was the first to find Hardy. Hardy preemptively defeat Johnson, but after all, the power is too great. Hardy was quickly subdued. Hardy told the truth. On the same day, he and his team are responsible for seizing the virus from terrorists. Soon, the team members will take care of them all. At this moment, a dark shadow appeared. He is the gene warrior of the virus company, Dahe. Soon, all the team members were beaten to the ground searching for teeth, and after genetic modification, Dahe is invulnerable to knives and guns. In haste, Hardy injected the virus directly into his own body. Run away quickly, and Dahe designed and framed Hardy. Hardy said, "You want to get the virus. You need to find a way to help me get it out." Here, the glass exterior walls of the building were shattered by the earthquake. Hardy was also stunned. The Great Black, who once attacked Hardy, is attacking again. The mysterious person led by Dahe. 8 years ago, Jason and Dyer were both agents. But Dahe was bewitched, intended to secretly overthrow the government, establishing a utopian society. Jason shot him in the head, and as a result, he was charged with being a traitor. Unexpectedly, Dye was rescued by Virus Company, and he also underwent ecological technology transformation, transformed into a combination of mechanical language. Dahe carried Hardy and flew directly down the building. Subsequently, Johnson, all muscular, jumped onto the steel cable and pursued vertically downwards. Big Black Jason is not that stupid. Take the emergency elevator next to here to reach the ground floor first. Kill a group of small soldiers. And Johnson also flew onto Big Black, crushing the rooftop glass, falling to the bottom floor. Johnson is extremely confident in his strength and fighting ability. But Dyer not only avoided his fist, he even punched him and flew out horizontally. The Great Black is no longer what it used to be. Even Jason is not his opponent. Johnson sees no way to win. In a hurry, he threw a grenade under the car. Explosion, overturned vehicle. Smash at Dahe. Take advantage of his hands to support the car. Flawless separation. Johnson and Hardy jumped onto Jason's sports car and sped away. It's not easy to get rid of Big Black. Utilizing artificial intelligence to assist technology, Dahe took a shortcut on his motorcycle to catch up with Jason. If your car is not a McLaren, never play this kind of action. If you ride a motorcycle, don't try too easily. A close call. The motorcycle rider actually crawled over, because he's not a human being. He is a genetically modified warrior. At this point, Jason made a big turn around the bus. Just tip over the motorcycle following you. That's how I got rid of Dahe. Temporarily shake off Big Black. Johnson found the virus developer Dr. Lee. Only he can extract Hardy's virus. Soon, Dr. Lee was caught. Dr. Lee saw Hardy's hand and said, "This thing must be taken out within 48 hours, otherwise he wouldn't have died alone. Now we need to remove the virus. There are only 2 ways. One is to burn people down. Another is the need for instruments, and the instruments infiltrated the secret military base. Difficult as the heavens." This is the meaning of Zhenga and the 2 main characters. These 2 have never seen Dai before. At this point, return to the base. His superiors told him, Johnson and Jason had better use it for themselves to achieve their own dominance. Before departure, Jason changed the biometric information of the 3 people, got 3 new identities, to avoid the tracking of network monitoring. The 2 people on the plane didn't stop either. A little while, arguing for a while, getting pimples on the mouth. It's the girl. It's okay. Oh, I'll forget about it. The 3 of them wandered to Moscow. Jason has a longtime friend here. Beautiful girls. Beautiful sister is also a tough character in the local area. It seems that their relationship is exceptionally beautiful. Sister provided them with weapons and equipment, and sent Hardy into the hands of Big Black. Internal and external fusion. Here, Dahe has already captured Dr. Lee back to the base. Exactly enough to extract the virus from Hardy. Jason and Johnson tracked Hardy's location, found their laboratory in Ukraine. 2 people were airdropped directly into the laboratory base. 5 levels, slay 6 generals. Chisel the wall with the head of a soldier. Finally opened the gate of the base. But Dai has been waiting here for a long time. The 2 were caught on the spot. Press on the chair for an electric therapy session. But it's not a big problem. Hardy, he successfully obtained the extractor. Prepare to leave with the scientist. Here, the Great Black Rebellion. 2 people have no fruit. Prepare to encounter the killer. Hardy arrived in time. With Dr. Lee, I almost baked Big Black. Jia Kingston and Jason took the opportunity to break free from the iron chain, started combat mode. 3 people grabbed a car and drove away. Johnson is responsible for retrieving the extractor that Hardy hid. But Dr. Lee is not so lucky anymore. After all, there is no protagonist Halo, directly killed by Big Black. Jason was chased and drove his car flying over the eaves and walls. Seeing the car explode, Jason can only have Johnson pick up Hardy. I also jumped onto the truck myself. But Dahe still refuses to let go, facing the power of transforming people. Even if we work together, we can't beat it. Fortunately, behind you, when the building collapses, take a photo of Dahe from the car. The extractor is taken out, but it was smashed during the escape just now. To save Hardy's life, Johnson thought of a secluded place, his hometown Samoan Islands, because he betrayed the family estate, and even became a police officer. So I haven't dared to go home for 25 years. Samoan Islands has strong folk customs. The family has always been here. Meanwhile, sale of stolen cars. The stolen vehicle that they have modified, no one can find any flaws, because everyone in the family is a good mechanic. Among them, Joanna is the most outstanding. Turned around to the wooden house in the center of the island. Johnson hesitated repeatedly before daring to knock on the door. Hardy saw from a distance that Johnson had not yet entered the door, just punched and flew out of the porch. It was Jonah who hit people. The man who is screaming is not a human being, but the resurrected Gene Warrior, possessing super combat power and immortality, and the person he's dealing with is his son, Dwayne Johnson. Sure enough, any mother thinks their child is too thin. Under the organization of Johnson's mother, all the male soldiers of the Johnson family mobilized to prepare for the battle. As a result, the weapon depot was opened. Only knives, guns, sticks left. A group of people had to use primitive methods to lay various traps. Then ADI invaded the weapon system of Gene Warrior, can power down their weapons for 6 minutes. Finally, a large number of Gene Warriors arrived at Johnson in a mighty manner, fighting barehanded. Brothers put on a primitive tribal look, shouted the slogans of our ancestors once again. Dahe thought they were crazy, or just shooting. But I found out that the weapons didn't work, and then Johnson took action, bombed over a row of vehicles. Jason drove and burned the surrounding grass. The strongmen rushed up and engaged in hand-to-hand combat. A group of people fight from night to day. It can be seen that there is a super-armed force on the other side. Only a single warrior from Dahe can defeat anyone. Soon reinforcements arrived. The large warehouse of the tribe was bombed out. Hardy, who is currently undergoing virus extraction, was caught by the Big Black, caught the helicopter. When Jason discovers it, take Johnson and drive after him. Then a tug-of-war between a trailer and an airplane kicked off, successfully towed the plane and unable to take off. But the powerful force makes it difficult for Jason's car to support anymore. The brothers in the morning quickly came to support, dragged down the Big Black plane forcefully. The plane crashed directly with a trailer. Dahe commands himself, "Little brother, take care of Hardy and deal with Jason yourself." Johnson. At first, the two of them were beaten up with bruises. This transformation person is really difficult to deal with. The two have to cooperate. One gets beaten. Hit him one by one. This kind of damage to the enemy is 1000. The method of self-loss of 800 is indeed effective. Taking advantage of the moment when Big Black calms down his mind, Johnson knocked Big Black directly onto the stone, breaking his artificial spine. Hardy also took out the mission of the virus Black in his body. At this point, it was a complete failure, becoming a virus, an abandoned chess piece in the company. Unsupported Big Black falling into the sea bottom. But the radio in the helicopter heard the voice of the leader of the virus company. These 3 people are beyond the limits of humanity, has successfully caught his attention. Okay, by the end of this episode, the wilderness has come to an end. Remember to follow Xiao Kai, more exciting in the next issue.